So today I'm just going to talk about the alignment details of downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana, especially the shoulder impingement, what you need to do with your shoulders and your upper body so that your shoulder sort of remains strong and doesn't get injured, because shoulder injuries are very common in yoga practices, and well, if you don't want it, this is one of the postures that is done so many times in any yoga practice that is very easy to then just and also called the resting posture, which well, it when you get used to it, it can become a resting posture, but it's still quite an active pose. So let's just start with downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. So the length of your dog, normally you will keep your knees apart and just go ahead and come to a child's pose. Now this will be the ideal length of your downward facing dog, but of course every body is different, so it can change. We'll just come up onto all fours from here, tuck the toes under and then just lift back. This is the ideal length. The palms are shoulder width apart. What is really important here is that a lot of people do downward facing dog like this, which has the scapulas of the shoulder blades coming towards each other. We want to do the opposite. We want to push the shoulder blades away from each other, the shoulders away from the ears. The next important thing that you will do is put your weight on your first two knuckles so that the edge of your wrist is safe, because a lot of wrist injury happens there if you dump your weight into that. So making sure that your forearms are internally rotated, so the weight comes here, and the upper arms are externally rotated, so your shoulders go away from the ears. So this is what it looks like. External rotation of the upper arm, internal rotation of the forearm. And then the most important thing to do is push that weight away. So as you see, I'm not sinking into my downward dog. My arms are straight and I push. This is called the outward rotation of your scapula, or your scapulas, your shoulder blades, literally spreading all over your back rib cage to lift that body up. The eyes of your elbows are facing each other. There you are. And that's basically your upper body alignment in downward facing dog. You're literally pushing the upper body towards the lower body. Then of course you will guide your hips up to the sky and your heels towards the mat. And even if your heels are not touching the mat, that's okay. Just in your head, just energetically guide them towards the floor and keep lifting. It's like pretty much, you have something connecting from your tailbone right up to the ceiling. So you're being lifted there. Keep that lift, keep your belly towards the spine, and your neck just dangles. No stress on the neck. Imagine if you did this, all my muscles in and around my neck are super tight and I can't function. So I'm just going to release everything. Externally rotated shoulders. So yeah, that's downward dog from me to you. Please practice the pose. It is it's an incredible pose, like I said. It is literally, it's an inversion basically. So you're helping your heart in an inversion. Your head is under your heart. So there are tons and tons of benefits of that. It helps your circulatory system. It helps your hamstrings lengthen, because a lot of people sitting around in their offices and with the chairs and sofas that we use these days, everybody's hamstrings are shortened. So yeah, it's a great hamstring opener. It's a great back lengthener. Your back feels really nice and supple and long and lengthened after you've done this. It's great to build strength in your shoulders. It's great to build strength in your legs as well, because your quadriceps, your thighs and your kneecaps are pulled up and they're active through the pose, which is why I said it's an active pose. It's not a passive pose. And yeah, so give it a try and enjoy when you do it. And if there are any more problems or any more technical details that you would like to know, please please comment and let me know, and I shall solve them hopefully. Bye bye, enjoy.